What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Freeman here, and welcome to day 60. Whoa, hey, 2/3 of the way there. Wow. Only 30 days left, and I'll be officially smoke-free, and I'll be celebrating. Who knows what I'm gonna do? Probably do 91. I mean, let's face it. It really isn't just about getting to day 90 and just being like, yeah, great. Let's just go back to who we were before. It really is a big lifestyle change, just like with all this other stuff. It's like, what's the point? You know, getting something out of your life that is so unnecessary, that is so useless, that doesn't do you any good, that does nothing but take away from you, and then be like, yeah, great, I've done it, so let's do it again. It's like, what's the point? You know, I've known people that went to day 90 and then, you know, relapsed and thought, yeah, great, that's it, and then started again. It's like, well, you're just starting from the beginning, aren't you? You know, the benefits don't just stop at 90. This is a lifelong thing. Think of it this way. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to pump iron for like 30 days. Oh, look, I have pecs. Okay, what now? I don't know. Go back to eat McDonald's? No, you keep pumping because you just get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So, as to just a quick side of the benefits, I find that my anxiety, in terms of my interpersonal anxiety, is like 90, is more or less gone. I'm walking down the street, not noticing the same stuff. And it's just a constant day-to-day thing of noticing how, like, every single day I'm getting more and more comfortable just being around people without being in my head so much. I think that's a big thing. I actually think that today it's snowing outside, so I had to go to the dry cleaner to pick up my good jacket. And they were closed, obviously, because why? I remember I was walking past a few girls, and I walked past them, and then, do you know sometimes when you have a memory of, you know, you should have been anxious then? Or like a vague memory of a time when that used to be an issue. I remember thinking about it and thinking, now I'm thinking of it after the fact. It's like, at some point, especially when you're doing these sort of challenges and stuff, if you're so used to that old mindset that's like, I'm just used to being anxious, you'll sort of catch yourself trying to think, like, something's missing here. Like, something's missing here. It's like there's this hole where my interaction should have been. And it should have been filled with all this other stuff, and it's not. You actually feel a lot better. And it's like, after the fact, I was thinking about it and thinking, yeah, I remember that. But like, that sucked. That really sucked. I'm so glad it's gone. So glad it's gone. So yeah, that was an interesting, that's probably the only report I have actually for Nofap today. My day is pretty interesting because I've actually been doing a non-smoking challenge, and so I'm in a bit of a weird headspace at the moment. But nothing to stop me from actually making videos. I was thinking actually of really just testosterone in general, and how the role of testosterone has been so bastardized in the last few days, and in just our society in general, because we often think that testosterone is a bad thing, that if you have too much testosterone, then you're just some jock who wants to, you know, grapple with people and get in people's way and stuff like that. But quite honestly, looking at the absolutely abysmal state of men in this culture, it's like, we need more testosterone. It's ironic because you see all these different feminist movements like testosterone is evil and this, that, and the other. But quite honestly, the lack of testosterone is really the cause of a lot of people's misery, men and women. Not only are there so many beta males around there that women en masse are just becoming really dissatisfied, and they're turning to stuff like Tinder, and they're turning to all these other dating stuff because they just want that, you know, they're just, because the people around them are just flakes, really. I mean, hell, I even have myself to consider that. Until recently, probably about autumn 2017, last year, I would consider myself a flake. And I knew it, and I'd be like, well, I'm just non-ashamedly, but the difference is that I'm actually working on it. This is why I'm doing all this stuff. Not just for that, but that was one of the reasons that, you know, just look around and see if you can see like a real man. I mean, when's the last time any of you have actually seen like a real man? I mean, you got to turn on the TV, and even then, you know, real men are represented as, you know, Rambo, who's shooting down attack helicopters in a bloody loincloth, and it's like, you know, who can you point to? And, you know, this is why I think as men, or, you know, as men, I'm just talking to the men in my audience at the moment, we really need to step up. I mean, wow, I mean, society's going crap right now, and I honestly think that it's because of the sheer lack of strong men out there. And how can you really blame a lot of the men? A lot of the men, we didn't choose to be emasculated. We didn't choose to be pumped full of foods that lower testosterone. We didn't choose to be ignorant of all the things that make us lower our testosterone and that make us become a lesser man. We didn't choose to grow up with an abusive parent or someone who just wasn't there. We didn't choose to grow up with no role models. And we're seeing the effects everywhere. So, I mean, I'm gonna try and do a series about this, about how men, just in general, like, are in a really sorry state right now. And looking at just the whole millennial generation, if this trend continues, I really do not know what the future's going to hold, and which is why I'm really going to try and get as much information out as I can as to how to learn how to increase testosterone. I've got a few videos coming out about how to naturally increase testosterone, as well as mood, hormone balancing and mood balancing supplements and stuff. But guys, like, we need to double down, because like looking at my grandparents, that's a real man. My dad is like half of that, and I'm like half of him. Like, until recently, I've had to really build myself up. But that's all I got to say. It's like, yeah, guys, we really got to work at it. But yeah, that's so much for today. Freeman out, and peace.